Just so ridiculous. The moment I entered the Senate chamber and I saw Senator Pauline Hanson wearing the burqa, I immediately found it very offensive. I looked at her in absolute horror to wonder why on earth would she pull the same stunt that she did back in 2017 all over again, and how irresponsible of an Australian senator to be sowing the seeds of division and hatred and fear in our society without realizing, or perhaps she realizes, the consequences that this is going to have and the real life impacts and implications this is going to have on the ground in people's lives. You know, the young girl in a hijab that's walking from school, or you know, the young university student that may be going to, catching a bus to go to university. It's just devastating that she would do such an abhorrent, shameless act, and pull the stunt without really, appreciating the privilege that her position as a senator holds in our parliament. It definitely was very unparliamentary, and she actually received condemnation widely across the chamber, regardless of political affiliations. A lot of senators joined me in continuing to not only condemn her, but demand that the government take swift action, given that a precedent was set back in 2017. As the first hijab-wearing parliamentarian in the Australian Parliament, it's a privilege for me to be there and represent a great cross-section of our Australian society. I'm a woman, I'm young, I'm a person of faith, I'm a woman of colour, and I wear the hijab visibly, and I show my faith essentially. So it is a great honour and privilege to be serving the Australian Senate and representing my constituents in Western Australia. The actions of Senator Pauline Hanson is not representative of the broader Australian public, is not reflective of what decent, fair Australians out there think. And so, although it was quite divisive and it indicated a great deal of Islamophobia, there was a lot of support that came from ordinary Australians who jumped at the opportunity to condemn and to really point the finger at Pauline Hanson, to be like, this is not only just disturbing, but it's disgraceful and it's disrespectful. And so I have full hope that there are many Australians out there supporting their Muslim neighbours, their neighbours who may be people of colour or people of other faith and backgrounds, because that's what Australia thrives off. We're a multicultural, multi-faith, thriving nation, and in order for us to embrace that and fully embody that, we need better representation. So for me to be in Parliament, I'm grateful that I was there in person to be able to speak out, to call this behaviour out, to make sure that we sent a strong message to not just all Australians, but globally,